What's up, guys? My name's Noah. I make music as Haterade, and you are watching The Productive Producer. Today, we are making a NEURO bass. It's sort of like a NEURO Reese bass, and we are doing it in Vital. So all you'll need is Vital, and if you're in Ableton, you'll need this guy, this amp right here, and the saturator. If you're not in Ableton, using just any old guitar amp that can get you a bunch of different tones and a saturator. A decapitator is a good alternative if you don't have the saturator in Ableton. Okay, so let's go through this patch here. So let's open up the patch here. It's really simple, guys. So let's take off the EQ here so we can hear what this is doing. So this is how we start, right? We bring them each down an octave. But they sound really mono and collapsed. So we want to give them a couple of voices. So we're going to give them 4 unison voices. How we get them to feel separated is we detune one of them. And we can get that classic NEURO sound by detuning them further apart. So especially if we go up an octave. I mapped a macro to the pitch effect here. And we get that movement the further they get separated apart. So that creates that movement for us and gives us that classic NEURO Reese bass sound. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add in some white noise, and we're gonna bring it down real low. We don't need a whole lot. And then what I'm gonna do is this is optional here. I took an envelope 2 and put it on the pitch for each of the oscillators, and I can bump up that decay to give it a little bit of a pitch down, so it sort of gives it this stabby attack effect. So then what we can do, well, without all the effects, it just sounds like this. Which is kind of okay. Then we add in some distortion. And then we add in the filter. So we want to get that sweet spot where we cut that notch out. And how we get to the notch, we just switch our filter type to bandpass, peak, and notch. Then we drag this slider over this way, so we get that notch there. We just try to find that sweet spot. We want to turn the glide up some, so it looks like I have it at 0.16 seconds, and I want to turn it on always glide. That way, when we're holding a note, and then we want to go up an octave or a couple octaves. Okay, so then what we can do is we're going to turn on the EQ here. So this is going to be our second filter. You can hear how it sounds here. So basically what we did is we took this point right here and then mapped the LFO2 to this cutoff. It makes it feel a little bit more danceable. So then what we're going to do is we are going to add in the amp and the glue compressor. And I have the output set to dual because it comes at mono as default, and we don't want that. And yeah, we just set to the blue setting there. Then we grab our glue compressor, turn that soft clipper on, and give it a little bit of makeup gain. And then we have a dedicated sub down here. And that is grouped together and ran through that saturator on the top, which gives it that crunchiness. So earlier I told you guys we had a couple of... So one of them was the cutoff for the EQ. And you can hear how it kind of opens up right there. And that's essentially when we look at the EQ here, you could see the cutoff point just slowly come up. So it sort of smooths out that movement at the very end of the phrase. It also makes those higher notes a lot more audible. You can see. Then I have this other automation right here, which is just that pitch separation. You hear the higher I pull it, it makes it go faster. So that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something. If you guys have any other suggestions or comments, leave them down in the description, and we'll see you guys next week for Tuesday's video. Peace.